Hello and welcome to the Activation Seminar for the class of 2020. Congratulations, you made it this far by completing your scholarship application requirements for the San Antonio Education Partnership Scholarship. This is an information presentation designed for you to answer any questions that you might have in regards to the scholarship. So please grab us something to write with and a notepad and let's get started. So the first question is, how do we activate the San Antonio Education Partnership Scholarship? So there are some requirements that are needed in order to activate the scholarship. First off, you must have an 80 GPA upon high school graduation. So we do look at your final high school transcript that is given to us from your high school to determine your final eligibility. You must enroll in the fall 2020 and or spring 2021. So if you decide fall semester is not your first semester to start college, you have until spring 2021 to attend one of the 12 partner colleges or universities in San Antonio, and you must be enrolled full-time, which is 12 hours or more as of the census date. And what is the census date exactly? It varies from college to university. It is the 12 to 14 days after the first day of the semester, which the college considers you officially enrolled. So please keep in mind, if you are not wanting to attend one of the 12 partner colleges or universities in San Antonio, is your first semester in fall 2020 and or spring 2021, you will unfortunately forfeit the scholarship eligibility.
Here we have our 12 partner colleges and institutions listed. The amount for the scholarship varies by institution. You can see that we have $300 per semester for the Alamo colleges, $425 per semester for the public 4 years, and then $750 for the private 4 years. Some things to note: the scholarship will transfer with you if you decide to transfer within our partner institutions. So if you go to SAC and then decide to transfer to UTSA, the scholarship amount will increase. But if you go to UIW and decide to transfer to A&M San Antonio, the scholarship amount will decrease, but it will still transfer with you. Some additional things to note: San Antonio College does offer an additional scholarship that our scholarship students may be eligible to apply for. TAMUSA also does match our scholarship for eligible students, and UIW has the potential to match our scholarship for eligible students. We can follow up with that more with your Road to Success advisor. These are the anticipated census date that the colleges have listed out so far. They are subject to change, so just make sure that you are checking your academic calendar as you enroll for your classes. The ones that are posted are the ones that are directly listed on the academic calendar. The ones that are implied, we did our best estimates based off the first day of classes.
All right, so we want to talk about one of the private universities, which is Arleta Lake University, that makes you self-identify. And what does that exactly mean? So as a scholarship eligible student for our scholarship, you must contact the point of contact at Arleta Lake University to let them know that you are the recipient of the scholarship by showing them your certificate or email or any kind of documents that they need in order to put it in their system. So if you have any questions, always feel free to contact the point of contact at any of your colleges or universities for more information.
So some important things to know about receiving the San Antonio Education Partnership Scholarship is that it is a later releasing scholarship. This means that you will never receive the funds prior to the start of classes, and that you are responsible for any payments, balances that the school has listed out for you. You have to pay those by the specified deadline. You can set up a payment plan, you can talk to the financial aid office, but you, the student, are responsible for that. Another thing to note is that there is no set date as to when these awards will post. It can happen anytime after census throughout the end of the semester. But it's important to make sure that you keep checking your student portal, your student email, because that is how the college is going to notify you when your award does post, or if they need any additional information from you regarding your financial aid. These scholarships are going to be applied towards any tuition, fees, and balances first, and if there's anything left over, it should be refunded to you. If you have questions about how to receive that refund, how to do direct deposit, please contact the business office at your institution to see how to get that set up.
All right, so we talked about the requirements that are needed for the scholarship, You're excited because you are awarded the scholarship. So how do we maintain the San Antonio Education Partnership Scholarship? Well, this information is going to be very repetitive, so just keep that in mind, but you must enroll full time, which is 12 hours or more. You must enroll consecutive semesters, so you cannot skip years, gap semesters, anything like that. It must be fall, spring, or vice versa. And you must make satisfactory academic progress, which is SAP. That means that your GPA cannot drop below a 2.0 or the completion rate of 67% of your courses. What that means is it will affect your financial aid. So be very cautious of that, because if that does happen, you will have to contact your financial aid office to let them know, and they will have to let you know what is the process to get your GPA up. And you must attend one of the 12 partner institutions in San Antonio. It cannot be anywhere else.
So some quick SAEP scholarship facts. Does the scholarship expire? It does. Eligibility lasts for a maximum of 8 semesters or 5 years, whatever comes first. So what does that mean? You have a maximum of 4 semesters to use a scholarship at the Alamo colleges. If you decide to transfer to one of our partner institutions, the scholarship can be transferred with you. You have a maximum of 8 semesters at a 4-year partner institution to use it. And then if you are at that school beyond the 8 semesters, then it will expire. Now we say 5 years, right? This is for students who lose eligibility for the scholarship and then successfully appeal to regain that scholarship. So if life happens, right, you have to leave school for a semester, maybe 2 semesters, but then you re-appeal for the scholarship eligibility, you have up to 5 years from the date that you graduated from high school to use that scholarship. If not, it expires, you are no longer eligible for it. Now, if you're confused about that, need any clarification, or just want to follow up, let us know and we can get you in touch with the alumni and data coordinator. The scholarship does transfer, as we mentioned. When you're transferring from your institutions, you want to inform the point of contact at your new institution. We will be giving y'all a list of point of contacts at each of our partner institutions. So if you're moving from San Antonio College to UIW, you know who to contact at that school. Once you're approved for the scholarship, you don't ever have to reapply for it or resubmit your FAFSA or TASFA to partnership ever. However, you do want to submit that financial aid application again so that you can be considered for financial aid in the future. You just don't have to send your student aid report or your TASFA application to us.
Awesome. So there are some scholarship don'ts for this scholarship application, of course. So you cannot take gap years or semesters off, as we mentioned, that it must be consecutively enrolled in the fall and spring semesters. You cannot drop or fail too many classes, because that will affect your satisfactory academic progress and it will make you fall below completion rate. So always make sure that you maintain your GPA and your completion rate of courses. And if that does affect you, please contact the college or university of your choice. You cannot attend college outside of San Antonio for the first semester or year after high school. And I know this is the hardest one, because I understand that you are choosing your school based on everything that is your final decision, but then something happens where you can't financially go to that school, so you must transfer. But unfortunately, if you do not use a scholarship within the first semester or year, of course, you will forfeit the scholarship eligibility. You cannot be enrolled part-time. Students have to be enrolled full-time, which is 12 hours or more. And please do not ignore your student email or student portal. This is where the colleges will communicate with you through both outlets to let you know about notifications that are going on campus, your financial aid status, scholarships, anything like that. So this is the best communication outlet that it's going to be used for you to check on a regular basis.
Okay, so for students who do lose eligibility for the scholarship, right, you do have the opportunity to appeal to regain that eligibility, but it is not guaranteed and it is on a case-by-case basis. So here are some examples of why some people may lose eligibility for the scholarship, right? Life happens, we understand that. In order to appeal, you do have to reach out to our data and alumni coordinator. You will have to provide a detailed explanation of the situation, what went on, and then a supplemental documentation may be requested in order to verify that information. Again, appeals are approved on a case-by-case basis and are not guaranteed, but if you lose eligibility for your scholarship and you want to see if you may be eligible to receive it again, this is the process that you would complete.
All right, so we're almost to the end of our presentation. If you still have some questions that were unanswered through this presentation, feel free to refer to our sheet that will be attached to the assignment for answers to those frequently asked questions about the San Antonio Education Partnership Scholarship. If you still have additional questions after that, let's get on to the next slide where we'll talk about the SAEP representative who you will be contacting. So you will contact the Data and Alumni Coordinator for any scholarship questions and appeals. So please make sure you leave a detailed message that includes your name, high school, and a phone number. The more information, the better. So FERPA law does prohibit us from providing detailed information to anyone other than the student. So please keep that in mind if your parent, guardian, brother, sister, anybody that wants to contact us on your behalf, it will be your responsibility as the student to contact us because we will not be able to provide that information to anybody else for any questions that you have for your scholarship and or appeal if necessary.
All right, so that is the activation seminar, just providing you some information about how to activate and maintain your San Antonio Education Partnership Scholarship. Now, if you do have any additional information or questions about the scholarship, again, you're going to want to reach out to the Data and Alumni Coordinator, whose contact information we'll be providing with y'all as soon as possible. But if you have any questions after graduation about your financial aid, how to apply to college, different things that we're working together on right now in the schools, we're going to recommend that you visit Cafe College. So Cafe College is a one-stop shop for college access, career exploration, anything that we can help you out with in the high schools, Cafe College can help you with after graduation. So we have their hours, their location, and their number listed here. In addition, we recommend that you follow us on social media because on here we post different information about our services, our events that we have going on, and different scholarships that come our way too. So if you have any of these platforms, please feel free to follow us. And then if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We'd be happy to get in touch with you. Thank you so much for your time and congratulations on finishing one of your scholarship requirements.